There are a few events from your very early schooling days that seem to have rippled into the political world much later on in your life. Why is it that you felt that a steady sale of an armchair contributed to the eventual creation of a fascist politician who belonged to the British National Front?
Oh, I'm glad you brought up something important. No, it's true. When I was leaving school,
You ripped off the man. No, go ahead.
Yes, I managed to rip off this kid who was somewhat, enamored of me, to get him to pay too much money for an armchair that I was selling as I left the school. And he must have discovered later that he'd been terribly ripped off. And many years later, I was watching television during a British election campaign and saw the same little boy, now grown up, standing as a National Front, neo-Nazi candidate. And I found myself thinking, oh my God, it's my fault.
Yes, this Asian student ripped me off that embarked on a different kind of career. We got this email from Mike in Alexandria. The funniest story I've ever heard is The King of Spain by Salman. It relates to his security detail during the era when he was under protection. Would you please ask him to tell it?
Oh, well, one of the things that really was very comic in those years was police humor. The police have a very, very black sense of comedy. And one of the police drivers who was driving me around, I noticed, was being called by his colleagues the King of Spain. And I kept saying, why do you call him that? He's not Spanish or anything. And eventually they told me that there had been an occasion when this driver had parked his police Jaguar to go into a store and buy some cigarettes or something, forgotten to lock it. And when he came out, the police Jaguar had been stolen. And as a result of this, he acquired the nickname of the King of Spain, because if you say the name of the King of Spain slowly, his name is Juan Carlos.